Hello, everyone. It's Roommate, and I'm here with what has to be my favorite deck I've made in Timeless. It's Obosh Mardu Death Shadow. Um, I've been playing this deck for a long time, um, and it's really stemmed out of even before Show and Tell. It was a really early deck. I've worked on it a bunch, and I've had pretty good success with it over time. And straightforward. It's an Obosh deck, so everything needs to be odd, and it's a Death Shadow deck. So why are we playing Obosh, not Luris? Well, I wanted to play Ranger Captain of Eos. This card is incredibly powerful. It's really good against combo decks. You can especially chaining them together, you can basically time lock some combo decks while still developing Death Shadows or Ragavans to close out the game. And Lately is also a really strong card that I really like. What are the benefits of being odd? It means that your mana curve is super low, um, with just a ton of one drops. So oftentimes you're gonna go one drop, one drop, one drop, three drop, and that's really a lot of momentum. Now, Ranger Captain, you want to have some good one mana cards to tutor. So, Giver of Runes, really strong, really powerful card against interactive decks. It can take over a game in certain matchups, so I like having them in the deck. Giant Killer, tutorable removal spell off Ranger Captain of Eos. It's a good card. You never want to draw it, you only ever want to tutor it, but it's fine. Death Shadow, one Ragavan as a tutor target, it's worth it. It often gets sided out, but it's worth it. Be a one of tutor target, and Deathray Shaman is just a really strong card, especially with graveyard matchups. And then Barmir against Show and Tell, and then it's just Lightning Bolts, Fatal Push, Swords. I am playing Mana Tithe. Mana Tithe gets a lot of people. I like Mana Tithe. It's just a fun card. And then why play it after OTJ? Well, I gotta add two reanimates, and I want two because I want to chain my Ranger Captain of Eos. I want to be able to go Ranger Captain, sack it, time lock a combo deck, reanimate, time lock a combo deck, end the game. And so that's really cool. And one final showdown, because if you make all creatures lose all abilities, your Death Shadows become 13/13s, and it's a big combat trick that also kills territorial Kavus. Uh, the other part of this deck is that you get some goodies is in the sideboard with 3 surgical extractions. It's just a really strong card. I played Reanimator. You saw how good Surgical was against that deck. So Surgical is just a really strong card that really helps it a lot of unfair matchups. Other than that, you get Alpine Moon for Titan decks, Brotherhood's End just for the go wide creature decks, 3 Esper Sentinels for uninteractive decks, so you can take out the 3 givers, put 3 Esper Sentinels in, and just draw some cards. An extra Giver of Runes, and 2 Piling Needles, because I love playing Piling Needles in my sideboards. They're just so strong and fair for fair decks to fight unfair things. So that's the deck. I'm gonna hop into some matches. Hello and welcome into round 1 against Horm. Horm. And we are on the draw. We have 1 land and a bunch of 1-drops, which is something you see a lot. His hand is against Gigantha, so it's going to be a fair interactive deck, so I can't rely on my 1-drops making mana. I just have to hit my land drops, so this is a mulligan. Oh, this stinks. I have more 3-drops in my hand. Okay, this is fine. I think it's a land. And I think it's a Death Shadow. So I only have losing 6 life, so yeah. Just do land Death Shadow. And then I get to Swords a 1-drop or a 2-drop and try and dash a Ragavan for a little value, because I definitely need some value having mulligans, and this looks like a Thoughtseize, and yeah, this is going to be really tough. This is going to be really tough on the mulligan, the 5, on the draw against a Thoughtseize deck, and drawing a land. So it's going to play a land and pass. And this looks like Jund. Jund's normally like a pretty solid matchup. Just not when you're mulliganing to 5. That's kind of where Jund's best against you. I can't even kill this because I need to hold up against Jarsoul, so just get a fetch. I don't want to draw land. Black-white. Black-white is the best land in the deck. It's really like a splashing red deck. So black-white lets you need double white for the Ranger Captain, and you have a bunch of black 1-drops. Ugh. I guess I just have the Swords and hope that they don't have Jarsoul, because I'm in a lot of trouble. They didn't activate for mana, which is a good sign for me. It really looks like they're holding up a removal spell for Lelia. I only have one basic. It's a basic swamp, so I can't tutor it here. Let's just go get Sacred Foundry and have perfect mana. I'm like 90% sure. I'm just gonna buy the Obosh. Like almost entirely sure they were holding up a removal spell for the Lelia if they're gonna take the final showdown. So hopefully this makes them waste their mana and still like super far behind. If they jam a Blood Moon here, I would be a little concerned. But I mean, I still get to cast Lelia. Fable of the Mirror Breaker. Okay, okay. Definitely gonna play Lelia and attack. Don't find the land. That's unfortunate. And if they kill Lelia, I have a reanimate now. So, you see how good reanimate is. I think they have a Minskimbu. They discarded a Blood Moon. Oh. Yeah, Bolt. If they go Bolt in the Blood Moon, I'm just dead. Which is fine. I'm only in the 5. So. Jarsoul. Yeah. Post-combat Jarsoul, eh? Well, I'm gonna get my Lelia back. And I'm gonna attack. See a Ranger Captain. Oh, this just puts me dead on board. Take action. We're gonna Death Shadow. Because he just gets to bolt me double attack. Because they just get to bolt me and double attack. Yeah. Resolves. Yeah. So, I shouldn't have used the auto tapper. Yeah. Just dead. I'm just fine. Bunch of mulliganing. So this is a fair matchup. So definitely want a Giver. And that's it. It's just Giver. I don't want Boromir or Ragavan actually. I'm not a big fan of Thoughtseize in this matchup either. I don't know about Mana Tithe, so that's really good on the play. Need cue cards. They're a Bowmaster deck, but yeah, I think it's better than Ragavan. And I looked up my numbers, so since I downloaded Untapped in Murders in April, this deck has a 55% win rate for me. And I just on the mulligan train, I guess. Yeah, pass. So turn one, okay, they at least mulligan. Turn one, I got a Thoughtseize, and then I'm gonna Giver, which is actually like a pretty good draw. It forces them to have 2 pieces of removal, otherwise they don't get to interact with my creatures at all. So, Thoughtseize, Blood Moon, and Goyf. Okay. That's cool. I really want to draw land next turn. I really want to draw land next turn. But I go double Giver. It's funny, I can use Final Showdown to also eat a Goyf on a block. So, they're probably going to get a Surveil land. Yep. If they just jam Goyf, I will happily play my Lelia. Ugh. Pass. Yeah. Okay, so I need to hold full control. Block. Declare a block. This. Full control. Do this. Submit. In response. Creatures lose all abilities. Autopay. Resolves. Resolves. Green. Submit. Pass. It's another Tarmogoyf. It's a much bigger Goyf. That is a land. So, yeah, just gotta play Lilia, Bloodcrypt, pay 2 life, Lilia, pro green, and start attacking. Pass. No blocks. My turn. End turn. I'm actually in a pretty good spot. I'm just gonna block, block, pro green. Pro green. Yes. Yep. And so that's going to resolve. I think I just swords that. My turn. Do another swords. The lands are not good draws, but I don't want to go to 3 in case they have bolt. I want to hold up bolt swords for Minskin Boo. And soon Lelia, or next turn, Lelia is actually going to be bigger than the Goyf. Scavenging, sure. Another Goyf. Okay. So, I actually get to bolt the ooze. Yeah, pass. They're not going to attack, so I get to bolt ooze. Sure. Sure. It shrinks the Goyf for a second. Yeah, just gonna go get another white source and my swamp. My turn. That was a terrible draw. So attack. What do I get? Another terrible draw. No blocks. Okay. So I get Obosh to pass. And they are actually dead on board because of Giver. Thoughtseize? Sure. That doesn't change anything. They are dead. See, this is why Giver of Runes is so powerful in this matchup. Giver of Runes, really strong card. I don't want to make any changes, so do I want Surgical over Mana Tithe? No, I like this. And that game was a showcase on how strong Giver and Lilia are. Why I like playing some Mardu Shadow, even though I have not played a Death Shadow yet. And Swords to Plowshares is really good too. Okay, I actually get to keep a 7-card hand. That's awesome. So yeah, keep. They're playing a tap land, so I drew my swamp. So what I'm most afraid about is a blood moon with this hand. But if they Thoughtseize me into a blood moon, I can be in a lot of problems. So I'm just going to turn 1 Thoughtseize, turn 2 Giver Deathrite. I think that is the best line. Yep, they have a blood moon, a necromancer, and a Jarsol. Okay. So this is kind of interesting because there's a world where I want Jarsol, but they are going to have a removal spell up. Yeah, this is a hard. They can't cast spells if they Blood Moon, and I have my Swamp. So it's either Jarsol, Bolt, or Deathrite. I think it's Jarsol. Yeah, I think it's Jarsol. Because I have basics, they do not have basics. That is double Deathrite. I don't want double Deathrite. I want Giver into Deathrite. And then I want to be able to, yeah. So if they have to bolt that, which is fine. They're gonna get back Blood Moon. Oh, basic forest is good for them here. But I really want to reanimate their Jarsol. Blood Moon, that's fine. So I get to reanimate target Jarsoul. And do I want Blood Moon? No, I kind of want like the Givers. I don't want to give them black mana, so I do want to hold that up. So reanimate is the same as Giver, where there's Thoughtseize. No, I'm just gonna give her. I think Giver's pretty good. They only have green mana. Oh, they drew basic. So they managed to be in a good spot. So I gotta go that into a second Deathrite Shaman. So now I even have Obosh. I don't have any 2-drops, which is fine. But I am going to attack. If they want to Necromantia my Obosh next turn, but they can't because they have to proactively use that. Yep. Can deal me damage. I have a Death Shadow. So, yep. My turn. They don't even have interaction. So I get to go Deathrite. I get to go eat their land. And if they want to take me off the mana, I have a second Deathrite Shaman. So I get to still cast my Obosh. So black mana's fine. Resolves. Play Obosh. And attack for 6. End turn. Necromantia is pretty dead. They have to basically double removal spell the Giver. And they have lethal on board. So, yeah, I think I'm in a good spot. Yeah, played pretty well against that Blood Moon. So, 1-0. That was a sweet match. See you in round 2. Hello! I'm here for round 2 against Zeo Breaker EO1. Zeo Breaker. Okay, I'm playing first. Awesome. And I have a good hand, so I'm gonna keep. So this might look a little strange, but I am actually a huge fan of holding up turn 1 Mana Tithe. And then I can go Thoughtseize later. They're actually not casting anything. That's unfortunate. And it's probably a blue-white control deck. I don't know what other decks play a Meticulous Archive, and that is absolutely, positively the worst matchup. And yeah. So the only good thing is I gotta take both their Stoneforge Mystics, right? Do I just take both Stoneforges? I think I do. I think I just go... No, I counter a Stoneforge. Yeah, I just counter a Stoneforge. I pass. They play Stoneforge. I mana tithe it. And then I gotta take Brainstorm. They're just brainstorming. Oh, I'm gonna counter this, so... Sacred Foundry... You just need a red source. Yep. So that's good for me. They're probably gonna play a tap land. No. Okay. So I'm just going to... Oh. Play this. I don't have triple black, which is unfortunate, but I'm just gonna. I want to lose the life, right? Actually, no. I'm just gonna decline. Take the Stone Forge, and then it's Deathrite reanimate against a bolt. Oh, yeah. This should have been on Sacred Foundry, but that's fine. Snapcaster, Brainstorm. Okay. That was probably their best draw, Snapcaster and Brainstorm. But let's see. They didn't have a fetch land, so I knew two of the cards they drew were lands. That's a Lightning Bolt, sure. It's another Deathrite Shaman. Yeah, attack. Yeah, play a Deathrite, and I do want my second Deathrite back, so. Pass the turn. This actually holds up lethal on board. They drew a lot of lands, I see. Okay, they have the jump block. No. What do they have? Swords. It's fine. Brainstorm, sure. Okay. I don't know why they didn't jump block, but so this was Jeskai Control, Jeskai Stoneforge. So I like Brotherhood End. I like Surgical. And no, I don't like Surgical. I do like that. I am not huge on Barmir, not on Giant Killer. They have a bunch of ETBs, so Final Showdown does not do anything. And Ragavan, Ragavan's kind of just a removal check card. They saw Mana Tithe, and I'm on the draw, so Mana Tithe actually gets worse. That is the awesome thing about Mana Tithe, is if you get someone in game 1, you can side them out and still be in a good spot. This hand's so risky, and if I draw a 6th land, I'm just dead. Even though it has Ranger Captain Lightning Bolt, I am on the mulligan. Right? I know I'm gonna mulligan this and go down to 6 and have no lands, but this hand's it's so bad. Okay. Whew. Overgrown Tomb can go away. So, yeah. I do need a 3rd land, but we're just gonna Thoughtseize. Nettles' Pithing Needle, Spellsnare, Mana Drain, Bolt. It's a good hand. Except Spellsnare. I don't think they know what Obosh does. So yeah, I'm just gonna take the Mana Drain. It's their best card. I don't know what they're gonna Pithing Needle. Obviously, if they name Wooded Foothills, I'm in trouble, but they're probably gonna name like Giver Runes or Deathrite Shaman. Please no Wooded Foothills. Deathrite Shaman. Okay. That's fine with me. I don't know why they're on Spellsnare. Pay to life. I just have to develop my board, try and draw out removal spells, so I don't know why they're on spell snare. Yeah. Hey, it happens. Sometimes you forget the cards in the deck, but yep, they're bolting that, so I really want to draw land. That is not a land. So I have the slowest clock of all time. Land there would have let me Lelia, and I would have been in a great spot. But as it is, I'm just gonna have to bolt the Nettle Cyst. And then, even if I bolt the Nettle Cyst, I'm still in a good spot for if I draw land. Swords to Plowshares. So I have to bolt myself, so my Death Shadow does not die. That is a fetch land. That is awesome. Let's go get black mana and crash in for 9 on 2-turn clock. With a Ranger Captain up next turn. Lion Slash, which I don't actually care about. I'm not interacting with the graveyard. He's on chump block, or they are on chump block. And yeah, that's a quick 2-0. Awesome. Deck performed really well, so I'm going to be on to round 3. Hello everyone, and welcome to round 3, going for the 3-0 against Spiral. I'm on the play, love to see it. This hand's a keep. I need a third land, but I got a bunch of 1-drops, so I gotta go 1-drop, 1-drop, 1-drop. If I'm lucky. But a third land lets me definitely go Death Shadow and Ranger Captain. And there's no companion, so if this is show and tell, Barmir is looking great. So, black-white, play 1, play a Giver. Pass. It's not going to be show and tell. This looks like burn. Well, definitely playing a Ragavan and passing. Now Giver's untapped, so I even have a nice free block on an attack. What do I not want to see is basically Eidolon. Eidolon's the tough card for me here. Death Shadow vs. Burn is always a crazy matchup. You want to get low, but not too low, and they want you to be dead, but not too low. Okay. So, definitely just going to take some pass. I am going to block and give this Pro Red. Pro Red. Okay, they're just gonna bolt. So I'm going to swipe that. Just get rid of it. Mana Tithe. It's not the best draw, but it does get like a Bowmaster. Maybe. Now it doesn't. Yeah. Let's see what it is. Hope it's just like burned to my face. Rakdos Helldiver. Okay. Has Echo. I'll take 3. I would like a 4/4. Has. Thoughtseize. Yeah, this makes them hellbent. Skull crack, static discharge, or skew the critic, static discharge. So they have to go hellbent. I'm not going to attack. Oh, they sacrificed it. Okay. So Rolling Vortex. Okay. So, I'm on the 2-turn clock. And yeah, any burn spell kills me. Ooh. The always fun surprise of Swords to Plowing sharing your own Death Shadow definitely can come up. And see what they got. Static Discharge. Sure. Go to 2. Mana Tithe. Oh! Yes! Alrighty. So this is against Burn. This is just gotta play really well. Brothers ends so slow, but sometimes you just need to kill everything, and I don't like Barmir. Giant Killer kills nothing. I'm not on Surgical or Pithing Needle. They saw Mana Tithe, and I'm on the draw. Thoughtseize isn't great, but I'm just gonna bring in this and yeah, make sure I have all my interaction up. This, like I said, this is a wacky matchup. Triple Death Rate Shaman. And only okay. Bump in the night, not even a creature. Well, let's see how good Triple Death Rate Shaman is. Okay. I... Oh. I shouldn't have done that. This looks like a Bowmaster. Yeah, I think they're on Bowmaster. Not, so... Like, there's no way you keep a 1 burn spell hand and then not have a 2-drop if you're not on Bowmaster. So, yep. Take 1. So... See... They're attacking, so they have another Bowmaster. Which is fine. So I'm gonna do this. They can play their second Bowmaster. Yep. If they target Death Rate, then I just get to kill that Bowmaster, keep my Death Rates alive. Take 2. And Death Rate Shaman does have this cool other mode where you can gain life. Which is what I think I'm on. I think I'm on block and gain 2 life. Yeah. Block. Green. Gain 2 life. Do I have Skullcrack? Yeah. There is a Skullcrack. It's fine. Yeah. I just want to eat a take action. Just go get Death Shadow. Play Death Shadow. No attacks. End turn. If they crack. And they have redraws. Static discharge. If they're on double static discharge, I die. Okay. We're gonna play sack that. So that's a reanimate. Jump. Pass. So Ranger Captain. Because I think they're on static discharge. Nope, they're on a second skull crack. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, this is the same keep. Like I said, hard matchup, and surprised they sided in skull crack. I don't really have that much life gain, but yeah, the shocking is what got me when I didn't need to. So play first. Mulligan. Okay, this is a keep. Hope to never draw another land. And hope I draw a card off the Esper Sentinel. That's not a card off the Esper Sentinel. No blocks. Yeah. Please no Bowmaster. Please no Bowmaster. Please no Bowmaster. Do that. Get a swamp. Just play a Ranger Captain. Go get this shadow. Now, honestly, pretty good spot. Take action. Death Shadow. I am not blocking with Esper Sentinel. And okay. You have free damage. What do they got? Maybe you'll let me draw a card. Yes. Just a lightning bolt. Okay. Searing Blood. Oh. That stings. Yeah. Take action. Second death or Death Shadow. I'm at 5, so I'm probably dead, but this is really my only choice. Upkeep, you can't cast spells. Resolves. And hope they're on some sorceries. Unnecessary sorcerer, that's fine. Ranger Captain. Take action. Another Death Shadow. Maybe playing the land doesn't do much. I have to try and kill them. And yeah, I have to hope that they're on sorceries. Skullcrack. Resolves. I mean, any spell kills me. Or any instant kills me. They don't have anything. Interesting. Does that mean I have an out? Does that mean I could win? They don't have any instants in there yet. Whoa! I dodged death. Wow. 3-0. And I'll be back for the wrap up in a second. Alrighty, I'm back here for the wrap up. I went 3-0 with Obosh Shadow, which is kind of wild because I am 1-2 with both decks not playing Death Shadow, and I am 3-0 with both my Death Shadow decks. I really like Death Shadow. This is my favorite Death Shadow deck. I really like playing Obosh. I really like playing Ranger Captain. That last game just showed how dominant Ranger Captain Avios can be, especially if they had any sorcery speed non-creature spells in their hand. Like if they had Rolling Vortex, Skewer the Critics, and I would have been dead, but I just gotta basically Time Walk twice with Ranger Captain, and that's more than enough to close a game with 2 Death Shadows. So I really like this deck. I think it's really good. I play it a lot. I really like Reanimate. Reanimate's really strong in this deck as a value piece. And Final Showdown's been pretty solid. Not great, but pretty solid. Excuse me. And I didn't side in any surgicals, but it's still a good card. So that's 3-0 with Mardu Death Shadow. If you like Death Shadow and want to try something other than just the Demir piles, this is a super sweet deck. Yeah, like, comment if you want. Thank you for watching, and bye.